the Women in Crypto Trader Cycle. I thank the Lord for the Women in Crypto Trader Cycle. If you know you're in the Women in Crypto Trader Cycle, can you indicate? Can you give us a thumbs up? Can you give us a thumbs up? Can you indicate? You know you're special people. You are the VIPs. You're the one that's told yourself, you see this technical analysis, I die here. I will learn it. I will do all it takes. And I'm really grateful for the testimonies that we record every single day in the Trader Cycle. I'm grateful for all the students. I'm grateful for the leaders, the trainers, the contributors, every single person that has been helping in one way or the other. We are grateful. Now, we decided to start this live analysis training because we believe that iron sharpens iron, right? And one thing about training or learning is that if you don't practice, so if you leave them, it will leave you, right? If you leave them, it will leave you. So the whole idea of having this trader cycle, at least for now, we'll start once in a week for now, so we have more volunteers, is that we want us to come together. There are people in our trader cycle who are doing excellently well. We want them to come and share their experiences with us, show us their own strategy, because you may be going through the course. And I hope you know that if you've not gone through our technical analysis training, you don't have any, as in, you don't have any business asking questions here. So only those who have gone through the 8 weeks masterclass, either you've gone through the 8 weeks masterclass by Pastor Sen, or you've gone through the 6 weeks masterclass by Mr. I say Pastor Sen, the 8 weeks masterclass by Switch, or you've gone through the 4 to 6 weeks masterclass by Pastor Sen. Each of those classes are well detailed and they can make you become a pro trader. Switch used his phone to trade. Pastor Sam used the laptop to train. So go to the Women in Crypto Training and Course Material channel. Every single thing is there. They're well detailed, basically, from a novice to a beginner. Especially that of Mr. Switch is from a novice. So make sure you've gone through it. You're practicing. That's the only way you know the right questions to ask. Okay? So without wasting much of our time, today, we're having a special guest, Pastor Jacob. You know, when I started to start the trader analysis, I spoke to a few leaders, people who have been so helpful, contributors, and I told them that, see, there are lots of students that need help. I cannot do this on my own. Like, I can't do it. I need people like you to come out and help us. And I'm so grateful that most of the leaders showed positive, you know, they are so positive about it, they're so happy about it. They are willing to help other students like them. I mean, the world is big enough to go around. Making money is for everybody. Creating wealth is for everybody. The sky is big enough. So today, Pastor Jacob will be sharing his own winning strategies with us, because basically most of the coins and signals that have been dropping for us have been doing so well. And we really want to know, what is it, what do they see for this market where they give you all this money? Show us how to spot it. Show us your strategy. Show us how to analyze like you. I mean, out of 10 trades, 8, 9 are doing so well. You know, we want to know what you know. So he is here today and he'll be spilling the whole thing. You know, one thing about technical analysis, with technical analysis, you can trade any financial market. You can trade the stock market, you can trade the futures market, the spot market, derivative market, forex market. So as long as I'm concerned, technical analysis is one of the most important skills you can learn today. And we are grateful for having a community of people who are willing to learn, help, and grow together. So without wasting much of our time, permit me to introduce a standing ovation, by the way. Are we clapping? Pastor Jacob, you're already a host. Please feel free. He said it's the first time he's doing an online class. So permit him, if he tries to navigate his way around, it's his first time having an online class. So I know that by God's grace, he's perfect. So thank you so much, sir, for coming, and we really appreciate you. You can take the floor now. You can unmute yourself and take the floor.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's a big privilege to to share my experience and also to throw more light on this technical analysis. A very big privilege. I want to especially thank our president, Madam Ifoma. But before I continue, I am Pastor Job, not Jacob. Pastor Job. Job in the Bible. Hello, Madam. Are you hearing me?
Yes, so I can hear you.
Pastor
Correction
Job.
noted.
Yes. Pastor Job, the one, not the one that suffered in the Bible. Oh. This my own Job did not come to suffer. Because God has given us understanding and insight on how to live successfully on earth through different skills, especially this technical analysis course. I want to especially thank Madam Ifoma. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this privilege. It's a rare opportunity. In fact, when she contacted me the first time last week that she wanted me to come and share my experience, I said there's no problem. Although I'm doing this for the first time, although I'm used to online, online stuff, but I've not taken a live class like this before. Even though I've done one or two with my church, but say teaching technical analysis, this is my first time. So I really appreciate her. And also for bringing Mr. Switch. I think the first time I joined Women in Crypto was last year. I just started this crypto trading last year. I started with a community. In fact, everything they were doing in that community, I'm not understanding. I spent so much money there. Spent so much. So in that community, you go through I think it's an 8 weeks course. At the end of the day, you write the exam, they use certificate. I have certificates without any knowledge. I just carried that certificate and I was losing money up and down. So there was a day I just stumbled upon Madam Informer's advert on Facebook. When she was talking, I was looking at this. First of all, I was skeptical. I said, all these women will want to come and scam people now. But she was talking with so much conviction and so much passion. I now clicked the link that she dropped in that Facebook page. It now took me to the WhatsApp group and I saw the price. It was, I think, 35,000. I was shocked. I just called my wife immediately. I say, sweetheart, come, see what I'm seeing here. We are in crypto business for 35,000. Already I've spent a lot in that other community. So me, I just spent 35,000. If it's a scam, no problem now. Let me just sacrifice 35,000. I contacted her and I made the payment, paid the money, the 35,000, and I was linked to one Jennifer. Jennifer, yes. She said she's Jennifer. She was the one that put me through, and I joined. The way she was now talking, the class and everything, initially it was voice recording she normally dropped. She would just be dropping it on that Telegram thing. I was following. Although most of the things they taught us in the other place, she was saying it, but now in a more straightforward and I was just following. I was following her with one eye. I was still using one eye to be looking at her. Before you know what happened, there was a technical analysis class. They arranged for Pastor Sen. He came. He did it with us. After that one, I was still going through, I was still struggling, here and there. I was still trying my best, although I had some understanding, but not too well grounded. Then suddenly, which day, I think some months back now, I was just scrolling. I said, let me go and see what is happening in this women in crypto first. Only for me to see one small boy. They say his name is The Switch. I was just talking technical analysis as if it is one kind small thing, but he was just saying it very simple. It was the candlestick pattern he started teaching, very straight, very clean. I was just listening. The first 4 weeks, in fact, the first 2 weeks, I was not too keen. But as he was talking about the different chart candlestick pattern, it was making sense. And he was talking the big move that is not interested in small money. I said this is the kind of thing I like. Say the big move. That's what he really wants. this and that, and he started with 4 hours time frame, and we went through the whole class. Suddenly, from nowhere, an understanding just popped open. But one thing I did was I really devoured those classes, those teachings for Mr. Switch. I ate it as if I'm eating fried rice and chicken. I was just listening to those tapes, listening to them. In fact, if you see Mr. Switch and even ask him now, I really disturbed him more. I disturbed him. In fact, I was doing personal assignment with him in his own DM, WhatsApp. I'll be sending it to him. Even as I'm doing in the Women in Crypto group, I will send my assignment to him, the trend line, the higher. I was just sending to him everything, and he will be checking it. He will tell me where I'm wrong. Before you know what is happening, he now said, this is what you are doing now. You're supposed to be dropping setup. I said, what's the meaning of setup? He says setup is your own strategy. That out of all the things you have learned, you suppose there is one that is working very well for you. You practice it very well. I say setup. I've not read that level. Which one is setup again? I now went, I studied all the old courses, and I discovered that there was a particular strategy that looks very simple for me, which is the impulse and retracement. That's market structure. Impulse, retracement, market structure, break of structure, supply and support and resistance. That one just looks simpler to me. So what I now did, there is something Madam Informa said, and it really blew to me. She said, make sure every day you look at your system, or if it is the phone, your trading view, make sure you are practicing. You are practicing every day. Like she said today, if you leave crypto, it will leave you. So me, I made it a point of duty to be going through trading view. I would just be doing analysis. I would just be doing provided is crypto. I was just doing. Before you know this happening, I now tried one, it worked out. I tried another one, it worked out. Then Mr. Smith took futures trading towards the end of his class, futures trading and trading psychology. I went through it. In fact, I even went to Mr. Smith personally. He also sent me some video recording, different. The one was disturbing him. He just said, oh, this guy is hungry for knowledge. He sent something. I was just, in fact, what he sent to me and what he taught in Women in Crypto, they are the same thing. So I was just going through. I now discovered that this impulse and retracement, that's swing points, because switch normally tells us your candlestick pattern. If you want to trade them, make sure you are trading them at the top or at the bottom. You don't have any business with candlestick pattern in between if you want to get the big move. So I went through, I started studying, checking them, and what have you. Before you know what's happening, it's like all the dots, they are now connecting. All the, when a tailor wants to sew, first of all, he will pieces all the cloths, pieces them different places. Then after some time, because the tailor knows the particular dress he wants at the end of the day, he will now start bringing this one, be joining them. At the end of the day, a full masterpiece designer cloth will just appear. That was what happened to me. Like all those things I've been learning so far, running helter skelter and what have you, it's like switch now came and now put everything together and now join everything. That was how boom, thing just exploded. Started doing my analysis, doing the setup, and Switch made a statement. He said, when you are in a community or in a group, don't keep quiet. Whatever thing you know, and you know that you know it very well, and you see other people that are doing mistakes, correct them or show them, be active. So I just decided in the trader cycle, I decided to be assisting people because there are so many people that also need help. Even though all of us went through this line, not everybody assimilate or understand at the same pace. Some of them are still trying to catch up. I will do small correction here. Then I started dropping setup, dropping signal in YouTube, and they are just working out. Now what I do, I don't just drop signal. I will check them very well. Although apart from what Mr. Sweet taught us, I have learned some other things, my own self. That's my own self-development. I've learned some things. I can just enter the market now. If you notice yesterday, when I dropped a signal, in about 1 hour's time, that trade has made over 500%. In fact, that trade still pumped to about 1,000. So I just decided, I said, let me just take this 500, let me leave it for 10 days. It went to about 500 plus, and it was within a split of 1 hour or less than 1 hour. So if I just enter the market now, what I'm seeing is different from what other people are seeing. And I want to say, it's not say maybe it's spiritually inclined, nothing like that. Don't attach spirituality to this. It is constant practice. What you practice constantly, regularly, will stick to you. And I've already made up my mind that crypto business is a legitimate business. It's something people are making good money from. It's not illegal business. So if other people are doing it, I now somehow I looked at everybody that is making progress in crypto. I think 2 weeks ago, Madam Ifoma brought a billionaire to come and talk to us from China. I looked at him very well. I looked at Mr. Sweet very well. All of them, they have one head. No one have two heads. I said, this one head they are carrying now. Me too, I have one head. That means I'm supposed to. So that was the passion and everything. By the grace of God, God is helping me. Not that I'm not making losses, so you cannot win all the time. But my wins are far more than the loss. And one thing that really helped me is the risk management that Mr. Smith also taught. That one really helped me. Any trade I'm entering, when I check the setup very well, and my stop loss, my profit is not ×2 of my stop loss, I will not take that trade. So any trade I'm taking is either I will come out with 200% profit or 300% profit. Apart from my capital, let us assume I'm using $1,000 to trade. I'm just giving an example. I'm using $500 to trade or $100 to trade, depending. If that trade will not give me ×2 of that money, I will not enter the trade. And there's something about this crypto business. It is not compulsory that you must take a particular trade. The coins in this crypto market, they are so plenty. So plenty. So if you are doing analysis on a particular pair and you are not, don't kill yourself, just leave it. Go and look for another one. They have showed us where we can get pairs. Somebody was asking me yesterday. He said, how are you getting the pairs you are using to trade that you are making so much money? I said it's not a hard and fast rule. There is no special place I go. Mr. Sweet told us, they have already told us, go to Bybit, you see your gainers and losers. The last time Sweet was teaching us about Binance Alpha, he took us, there are so many coins, all those AI coin. Just go there and look at anyone. If you open one and he's trying to do work and you leave it, you don't kill yourself on a particular coin. And there are some coins, I now discover different coins have different volatility. There are some coins that when you want to trade them, they can just move within some few seconds. You have gotten 100%, 200%. While some other coin, when they are moving, they will be moving like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You will just be seeing 10%, 20%. It will be dragging. So what can I do? Those coins that can give me good money, I make sure that I do my analysis very well. And when I enter, I've already determined my stop loss and my entry price and the take profit. So the moment I enter, after the analysis, what I just do, I leave the trade to run. I leave the trade to run. The problem so many people normally have is the fact that they are too quick to leave the market. They are too quick to leave the market. Don't worry, I'll still share my screen. I just want to lay some foundation. I hope I'm not taking too much time.
Please go ahead. It's very important.
Okay. Good. So What was I saying now before?
People are too quick to take profits or leave
Yes,
the market.
people are too quick to leave a trade. Not let us not go to take profit. For instance, now you have done your analysis and your stop loss, maybe stop loss is 50%. Maybe you are using like $10 to trade, for instance. And after the analysis, your stop loss is at 50%, for instance. And your take profit is you're having 200% or 300%. Like in my own case, what I normally did, that is why you see me make such kind of profit. If I want to trade any market, I've already done my risk management. What Mr. Sweet taught us, you have your capital, you don't put everything, you divide it. I've already done my calculations. Out of all the capital I have, I will split them into the number. I will still go to that. Maybe today we may not be able to cover everything. I will just put one or two, then I will go into some live session. So I've already split my capital. So any position, any margin, any amount I want to use to trade, there are two things in my mind. Let us say I'm going in with $5, for instance. First of all, this $5 may come back to me or may not come back to me. That means I am trading with an amount I am willing to lose. The problem so many people have, they are trading with so much big money that their heart is inside. So anything that is happening will affect them. And crypto business, what I discover, the more you make money in this crypto business, the more the market will take it from you. Because there is one powerful guy called greed. He's always there. Apart from the fact that I used to make profit, that greed too, I am really working on it. In fact, I need to go, I will arrange some police that will arrest that greed. Very wicked soul. Once you just make money like this, it will be drawing you. Oh yeah, go again. Sometimes I've already made, there was a time I made 300%. And I was targeting 500%. I made the 300% and I put my take profit is around 500%. Then as the trade is running, I now started locking some profits. So the trade was running 300%, 400%. I now locked 300%. It was running. My target is that if something will reach 500. As I locked it, before you say Jack Robinson, the trade just, this market is a living thing. It's human beings that are involved. The thing just reversed before you know this happening. It just knocked me out with that 300% profit. So that greed now say, no, Pastor Job. You still have 500% to go. That's how I jump in. Lo and behold, the market connected it all. Connected it. I had to struggle. I don't even know how many percentage I came up with. That was how my eye now clear. There's something that will happen to you. Your eye will just blur like this. You will not be. Have you watched Tom and Jerry? You'll be seeing stars like that. That was that before I now calm down. Since then, I've been trying to ensure that I work on anything called greed. Now I'm talking about leaving the market too early. The moment you enter a trade, let's say you use $5 to enter. That is the money you can afford to lose. So the moment you put it and make sure you have a good setup. Switch told us something. He said, just do what is right. The market decide whether you are right or wrong, but just do what is right. You may not always be right, but just do what is right. So what I do, the setup, the strategy that we have learned, I will just do my analysis. After I've done my analysis, I will just enter the trade. I've already seen my stop loss. I know where the take profit is taking me to. I will just leave the trade to run. Now, what some people do, the moment they enter, because this market is a living thing, the moment they enter and the market starts going against them, maybe 10%, 20%, before it reaches 25%, they will just run out. And the moment they come out of the market will now reverse and start going the direction they wanted to go. They say, see, I wouldn't have left. I wouldn't have left. In fact, somebody called me, reached me, was it last week? The person said, that he doesn't know There is it that there is some people that is pursuing her, that she will do the moment she just enter like this, the market will reverse and start going the opposite direction. That she doesn't know. And what is happening? That is what I want to clarify here. When you enter the market, you have done your analysis. And the market cannot be moving in one direction forever. There is what is called impulse and retracement. When the market is moving, that's the impulsive move at the direction of the trend. A time will come that if you want to retrace. During the period of retracement, it's like it is resting, reversing to still go forward. So if you've already done your setup, you've done your analysis, you've done your strategy, just leave it to run. If at the end of the day the market goes against you, that $5 you put, or $2, or $1, or $10, $100, you've already made up your mind. That one will go. And I want to assure you one thing here. If you know what you are doing, you have a capital you split into 10 places, for instance. It is not possible that you carry 10 trades and lose everything. If you enter 10 trades and lose everything, what I would just advise you, leave the market. If it is for 1 week or 2 weeks, just go somewhere and go and do, that's re-strategize. Because there is no way you apply the strategy Mr. Sweet taught us that you lose 10 trades straight at a go. It's not possible. So what they now do, the moment they enter, and the reason why they leave that market early, when it is retracing a little bit, because the money they enter the market with is big. Now, let me say this before I continue. You don't come into the crypto space or into the crypto market to carry out a trade, to pay house rent, to pay school fees, to feed your family, to take care of yourself. If you come with that mindset, I want to guarantee you now, all that money will go. All that money will go. You don't come to the crypto market with a need. Hey, I've seen people see 500%, see 200%, see 100%. That you have a need. You've already lined all your needs that you want to take care of. You now come to the market. That as you carry the trades, or maybe somebody just receive salary now carry your salary and put so that it will double. I think I've said this thing before. Technical analysis, crypto market, crypto trading is not a Ponzi scheme. You can write that one down now. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme at all. See, you have $100. You are looking at how you can double it to $200. I want to guarantee the market will collect it from you. Neat. And it will be looking at you, laughing at you, and expecting to collect more. So you don't come to the market because you have needs, you have problems you want to solve. Let me come and trade so that I'll make the money. In fact, you are not even in a good, right mind frame. You are not at all. Because your own is that and you are prone to making mistakes in that kind of atmosphere. So the money you are bringing to the crypto market, these are money that even though the money goes, it will not affect you. Somebody was asking me the other day, how you manage to hold a trade up to 500%, 400%, 600%? Let me just explain a little to you here. The moment I take a trade, I will first of all determine my stop loss, my entry, my stop loss, and my take profit. And in determining the take profit, there are certain things you need to put into consideration. You must look out for support and resistance along the way. So if I'm taking a trade and my take profit is 500%, that means from that entry point to that 500%, there is no blockade, like maybe support and resistance in between, or order block, or fair value gap, or supply and demand zone. Nothing. The coast is clear. The only difference is that it will just take a little time. So what I just do, the moment I enter such trades, and such trades they are not easy to come by. The moment I enter such trades and start reading maybe 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 100%. The moment it gets to 100%, 200%, what I will just do, I will just lock 5% or 10%. The reason why I don't want to put it at the break even at my entry distance, so that in case the market go against me, because if you put it at entry and the market come back to that your entry, they will still collect those their small charges of $1 or $2. You know, there is always trading fee they normally collect. So I'll just put it like maybe 5%, for instance. The trade is running, 100%, 200%, 300%. I know when the trade is going like that, sometimes the coin can pump so much. When you see a very big, long momentum candle that just break down, maybe you are shorting a particular coin, that momentum candle just break, gives you like 400%. And you know that this trade is going to 1,000%. Don't be afraid. As you break that thing will still come up again. It can come up to maybe, you have seen 400% too. Maybe let's say you have seen 200%. That thing can come back to like 30%, 20%. I will just relax. If that trade has entered 400%, it will get to that 400% and beyond, provided you have done your technical analysis very well. I'm not talking of gambling or try and error. No, you have done. You know what you have done. So I will just relax. The thing may retrace, come back. I will just leave it. And once the thing goes back, it can come back to 100%. From 300%, it can go back to 100%. I will still just relax. I'm not in a hurry. And the reason why I'm not in a hurry, the money I'm trading with, if it goes, it's not, it doesn't concern me. Whether it come back or it doesn't come back, it's not money I want to use to feed my family. It's not money, it's not my salary or the money I want to use for my children's school fees or this. No. These are just extra money I put aside for the purpose of trading. So you can just replace, come back, like 100. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The moment the market now retraces back to like 100% and start going, that second time it's going, nothing can stop it. At that point, when it's now going like that, from that, from 300, it retraces back to 100 or 50%. When it now starts building up again, enter 100, 200. This time around, it's like it has gathered momentum, it has gathered strength for the journey, like somebody that is running. He now came back to take water or glucose to get energy drinks. By the time it's now going back the second time, he's going with full confidence. As at that time, I will now start locking the profits. If it goes to 200, I can lock 100. It goes to 300, I can lock 200. It goes to 400, I can lock 500. It goes to 500, I will lock 400. It goes to 600, I will lock 500. It goes to 700. Sometimes it can even get to like 600. I lock 500, and the market can just misbehave, because this market you don't control the market, you only follow the market. It cannot and knock me out at 500. I'm okay. The trade I posted yesterday that I made over 500, I posted 500% profit. At the end of the day, I came out with 400%. But I'm not bothered. Some people will say, "Oh, that 100%. Why?" No. Leave that 100. It is what I've used to study, to learn. If most of the thing I'm doing now, I'm still in the learning process. I was telling my wife which day, I said, just get ready, with all this thing, all this skill, all this knowledge I'm gathering, just get ready for something massive is coming, because I am building confidence. I have not yet arrived at all. I have not started at all. I have not started though. But when I see Madam Informa, when I'm seeing Mr. Switch and that billionaire in China, I will just be looking. I say, when will I get to this level? God help me. God help me. But with what I am gathering now, with this skill I'm gathering now, I can put later, not now, I can put $1 million in a trade, and I will not be afraid. And if I want to put $1 million in a trade, maybe there is 500 million somewhere, or 400 million somewhere. I don't know if you are getting my point. So whatever big money I'm putting now, whatever big money I will put later, I've already built the confidence now. I don't know if you are getting my point. So from what I was saying before, don't be in a hurry to just jump out if you are seeing a little loss. And there are some coins, they need to retrace a little before they gather momentum to be moving your direction. So you must trust your setup. You must trust your setup very, very well. Trust your setup. You have to be very, very patient. The reason why I'm not even going into live analysis for now, most of us, we know all these things. The problem with so many people is not because they cannot do technical analysis, but there are some strategies they fail to apply. And that is what I'm trying to clear out. So you must trust your setup. Like me now, the setup I'm using is purely impulse and retracement. Swing point, swing high, swing low, break of structure, support and resistance. Those are the things I'm using to trade. The moment I just enter the market, that's what me I'm looking at. In fact, the way it is now, it's like the way my mind is structured now, it's like I'm drawn to that particular area. I'm drawn to that particular area. I hardly use trend line to trade. Somebody was asking me which day. He said maybe the major problem the person is having is because he doesn't know how to draw trend line very well. There's wrong with drawing trend line of structure very. The reason why you need trend line, based on what Mr. Sweet taught us, is to reverse. Because trend line will help you to know speak and you want to reverse your break of structure and your market structure shift will now come in place. Your trend line will help you. For instance, now the market is trending down, is coming down. So your trend line will be able to help you to know if the line more than 3 times is coming to the 4th one. Your trend line will be able to tell you this 5th time this market want to touch this trend line, anything can happen. So if you have been in that trade, yourself, maybe might take profit at this point. But without trend line, you can still do your analysis, you can still trade and make good money. What I would just advise for those of us that are coming up, what you just do, don't be looking at that 500. Maybe I will not be posting all those big amounts again because it can discourage some people. They will be feeling, these are people are just getting 500%. For me, even 10% have not even seen. Concentrate on learning. Somebody called me yesterday and we are discussing. We spoke almost 1 hour. One very fine brother like that. We spoke 1 hour. I was telling him that maybe we should call. He said, no. That thing you are posting is what is gingering people to let them know that, look, this thing is possible. Because if they are just learning, they are not seeing results. He said that result is very important. I said, yes, you are right. So for now, in your own case, you may not see 200%. You may not see 300%. If it's 100% you have seen, even though it's 50%, you take it. Like when I started, see the way I'm talking about when did I even start? Never even reach 1 month, I've been 2 months. Let me just say like when I started, because it's a journey. If I just see 30%, 40%, I dey collect them. Like saying I biscuit. I see 50, I collect. I see 60, I collect. I see 70, I collect. So I've collected small like that to build my portfolio, my capital. You understand? Because I didn't carry all my money into crypto. I just got a particular portion. Although there are some money I put into all those long-term bag business. In fact, that really suffered me. They call it long-term bag, a short-term bag. You put it, all the coin, you all drop anyhow. Thank God for future trading that is helping me to. In fact, I just got angry which day. I sold off everything. Some of them lost. Some of them 60-something% lost. He said, go and buy solar. Very strong. I bought Solana, was it last year or early? Solana which day 63% loss. The way the investment, I just sold it off. If I can do futures trading and get like 100-200% immediately, what is the point keeping all those ones? The only one I'm leaving in my bag are those strong ones like Zcash, for instance. That Zcash is AIC coin. I leave that one. Because anything, no matter what, that one, very, very, even Solana is also strong. But the reason why I sold off that Solana, I can use that, the little amount remaining, I can use it to do my future trading, gather enough, go and put it there. Solana, then BNB, Bitcoin, they're all in the same category. I understand. But there is no point. If you have good skill like this, and you are having money tied down in all those your long-term investment, you can just sell off some. And I will not encourage you, when you lose money in crypto, you go and look how you can go and pack more money. You see, if you have where you are going to pack more money and come into crypto, you keep losing them. But the one you have already, if they are in any coin, you can just sell off a little and use it to be trading the futures. As you are practicing, let me tell you, if you have a genuine intention to learn this crypto business, whether the devil likes it or yes, you will make it. Especially this, the women in crypto trader circle. I've seen the caliber of people there. There are people that are ready to help. We are ready there to help each other. People will take pain. There was one particular man, if I God will bless that man, he will be dropping voice notes, be explaining to people, be guiding people. Somebody will drop question and somebody have already answered. I know where I'm coming from. They don't send your papa anything you want to do. Go and lose your money. The moment you lose money, you post. They will now warn you in that place. I don't want to mention the name of that community. That we don't advertise anything loss. So people have been stomaching their losses, crying inside. They cannot talk, and they are hot. So many of them have even left crypto because nobody to encourage. But in this trader circle, women in crypto, we are encouraging each other. And I know many people have come to my DM to come and cry. Say, see, in fact, most of them don't even know I'm a pastor. Say, I don't want to use pastor. Let us go business. This one is business. It's your brain you use. But when you start bringing religion, you'll be praying. This con should not. As you are praying, your capital, your this thing, everything will blow. Your account will blow out. It's not prayer you use to grow your account. It's pure technical analysis. Many people have come to my DM, explain to me this. Me, I will take my pain. I will explain to them. I will send voice notes. I will explain like this, do like this, do like this. I will encourage so many of them. Just take glue to the platform, to the women in crypto trader cycle. Anytime I drop analysis, and I always tell people, nobody is 100% perfect. I may be dropping signal and it's doing well. The day the market will vex, anything can happen. In fact, was it last week? Today is Tuesday. Last week, I don't know the particular day. I think during that public holiday, almost 3 trades, about 2 or 3 I took. I don't know really what happened. Although my wife later told me, she said anytime there is public holiday like that I should be careful. She doesn't know crypto, but I've told her she shouldn't worry. I'm going to teach you very well. She just said it. Anytime there is public holiday, be careful, be careful. And that day, I think it's that Muslim festival last week or so. Either is it Wednesday, Thursday? If I just enter, the thing will. So what I do is I just relax. And lo and behold, as I'm talking to you now, I've recovered everything, even times 100. Times 100. So you don't come into the market with the money you want to use for your house, for upkeep, for something very important. Don't use such money. And when you lose money in crypto, don't go and say you want to go and pack more money and come. If you have some coin that you still have left, you can sell a little. I was telling somebody yesterday, the period you have now, don't trade crypto to make money. Trade crypto now to learn. Don't come and say you want to come and make money. No. Be learning. You can even start with, I started with $1. I was just using $1. You know, if you put $1 in a trade, it will not even move you. Say, what is $1? Although I passed that level now. I'm just giving you my own little experience. The moment you put $1 in a trade, if you like, make it go your way. If it doesn't go your way, it is $1. And guess what? The moment you do that, and you keep practicing, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked The way that your $1 will just transform to $100, $200, $500, $1,000, you'll be shocked. I hope I'm making sense. So now let's just do small practical as we are continuing. I think I've said so many things. Let me just recap. Number one, don't trust your setup. Be writing this thing and trust your setup. Be patient. Trade with money you can afford to lose. Deliberately, another point, deliberately keep your emotions aside when you are trading crypto. Keep your emotions aside. Your emotion and crypto does not work together. It will cause you a lot of problems. Your emotions should be kept one side. I've already explained, don't be in a hurry to leave a trade. Either take profit or stop loss. The issue of the take profit, me, I will encourage us, since some of us have really lost a lot. Don't be too greedy. When you just see small profit, for now, take it. The reason why I can leave my trade to run 500%, 400%, I've already made some extra money that I just carry this one and put. And again, don't make this mistake of say you enter a trade, maybe with $50. I want to give an example. And you're able to make $100 extra, which is now 150. And the next trade, you now carry the 150 and put so that it will become 300. You will not see anything. You will not see anything. So if you have already done your calculation that it is $5 I want to be using to trade based on your capital or your account, just be disciplined, be using that $5. Pending. And if you have 1,000 in your account as your trading capital, 1%. I hope you are hearing me. $1 is how much? $10. That is your capacity. Somebody says, Pastor, I can have $1,000. You say I should use $10 to trade. No, now. You know, what they are not looking at is they are seeing the profits. They are not saying, what if the market goes against me? And now you now put $10 and you now see something like 300%. That's 10 times 3, Abi, which is extra $30. Plus your former $10, that's now $40. You know what will come to their mind? Like say I put this 1,000 now, that is $3,000. Hey, they will not be feeling one kind. So that greed, that emotion now will now push them. The next time now, and the market have already seen them, the market will now wait for them. They will just carry the $1,000 and put, and that day, the almighty market, crypto market will just come. Say, now we are ready, let us discuss. It will just cap everything. Boom! That time your eye will now clear. Something was going through my mind yesterday. You need to lose in this crypto space for your brain to reset. Write it down. You need to lose very well in this crypto space for your brain to reset. If I tell you how much I've lost in this crypto, I will not mention the amount. I've lost so much. I've lost so much. I lost to a point that if not that I was determined, if not that I've seen people that made money genuinely from this crypto space, maybe I would have dumped it. I'm a pastor. I have a church I'm pastoring. I have the congregation. Although I'm a resident pastor, I'm not the GO. In Lagos here, in Ikorodu to be precise, we have a church. I have a business I'm also doing. So for this crypto, I see it as something, if somebody is able to get this skill, it's something that will add. So I so much lost. But as I lost to a point, my eye now clear. I got to a point whereby even $10, during that first time, I can just, if I want to enter a trade, I will just put $100. I'll just put $50. And the market will chop it, no problem. I will go again, carry another $50. So I now lost to a point. Now, if I want to enter the market, If it is $10 I'm using to trade, that means $1,000 is already sitting down somewhere. If it is $20 I'm using to trade, $2,000 is sitting down somewhere. If for any reason I want to enter the market with $50, you know that I have 600, 700, 600,000 and $6,000, $7,000 somewhere. In fact, I will even refer, let's go and watch that teaching by Mr. Switch on futures trading, risk management, and trading psychology. Go and listen to it carefully. He really that was what really helped me. So I will now break down my capital into pieces. When I break it, and he made a statement. He said out of 10 trades, if you have proper risk management and you lose 6 trades and you only win 4, you are a profitable trader. You don't even need to win 6 to be profitable. Just win only 4. And those of 4 you are winning, you are getting 1:2, 1:2, 1:2. So when you do it like that, even though you lose 6, the remaining 4 you've gotten, you will now replace that 6 with extra capital, with extra profit. Your capital have already increased. So that was what I now did. I now started trading gradually. I was so disciplined. I didn't allow greed that I've made this money. I want to carry everything. If you put everything, the day that the market will be very, very angry, all those ones will go. I hope it's clear. Then allow your trade to run. The moment you enter a trade and you have a very good setup, just allow it to run. Allow it to run. And if your setup is good, the trade will come out well. Now, let's look at 1 or 2 things before I go. They've already taught us market structure. We already have that one. We already know what is impulse and retracement. I will just do a quick recap. Market structures, they are patterns or forms that the market takes after a consistent period of time, or a consistent move. The consistency that is made in the market when the market is moving, that's market structure. And we've already been taught we have 3 types of market structure: the trending market, ranging market, and shopping market. These are things we already know. Now there's something Mr. Switch taught us that really helped me. I've never heard that thing anywhere since I've been learning crypto. He said market structure is macro. Market structure is macro. Price action is micro. And he said market structure is something you can see with your eyes. You know, before now, there is no kind of indicator I did not use. I have different kind of indicator in my trading book. I've cleared all of them now. I don't use any indicator. It's only my brain. The understanding I have. I have so much indicators, plenty. Fair value gap indicator, order block indicator, this one indicator, different types, and all those things later complicated and confused me the more. I even have indicator that will be showing you market structure, a trending market. And I now discover after I have learned all this from Mr. Switch and all the things that was taught. Sometimes this indicator can mislead you. The indicator will be telling you it's an uptrend, whereas the market is already tired and it wants to reverse. The indicator will still be showing you. You too, you believe in the indicator. And maybe the person that even developed that indicator is 1918. The person don't die, don't go. You just leave am for that trading view. And the economy, the situation, everything has evolved. Development, so many things have changed. So he said market structure is macro. Price action is micro. That means market structure is something you can see with your eyes. When you open your chart, when you zoom in, sorry, I'm not this is my first time. Madam Info, I hope I'm doing well. I hope I'm not talking out of point.
You've been so wonderful, honestly.
Okay. Okay. So zoom in and zoom out. Me, I've been trying to understand those two concepts, but let me explain. You people know where I'm going. When you zoom in, that means you want to see everything, that's the whole view. So that is zoom in, Abi. Then when you now zoom out, is when you now the thing it will now be big, you will be seeing them very well. Whichever way. What I'm trying to say in that sense is this. Once you enter the market, you open your chart. Zoom in is macro. That means you should be able to know the direction of the market without anybody telling you. And that's one thing that has helped me. If I want to enter a trade like this, the moment I zoom in, I've seen everything. If I'm taking my entry from here, I already know where the market is going, where my take profit is. That's why I said at the initial stage, if my take profit is not times 2 of my stop loss, I don't take that trade. And write this down. It's not compulsory that you must trade every pair. In fact, there are some pairs that are very useless. Leave them. The more you trade, you'll be able to understand these things. This short period of time, how many months have I started trading? I've got to understand so many things. So many things I've been struggling to understand before now. So market structure is macro. Once you open it, zoom in so that you see everything. Okay, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen now. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, you can see your screen.
Okay. Now, this trade, I dropped this signal in the morning. We are doing live analysis now. I dropped the signal in the morning. I think everybody know how to use trading view now. I think they've taught us that one. Now, you see this trade. This is IOTA USDT. You see this trade now. Now, one thing I discovered, Mr. Swift taught us to be using 4 hours time frame. But on my own, I've developed a skill where I can trade multi-time frame analysis. I can do multi-time frame analysis. That one I learned it myself. Now, you can see this trade is in 15 minutes time frame. I hope you are seeing it. Madam Inform, I want you to be responding. Let me know.
Yes. We can see you. Please go ahead.
Now, I normally use 4 hours time frame if I want to start any trade. Now, this is 4 hours time frame. You see this 4 hours time frame? Have you seen this 4 hours now? Madam Inform, I want you to be responding.
I'm here. We are following. Yeah. Okay.
You see this 4 hours time frame now. You can see that the market has already gone up. This market went up to this place, and the market is coming down. If you look at this trade now, it is difficult for you to enter the market with this 4 hours time frame because you see the way it's going in a zigzag form. There is no particular chart pattern that is formed. Maybe there is no particular break of structure. You can see. So what I did, I saw the market around. You see where I put this my horizontal bar, my horizontal line, this thing. You can see it. This is where I put it. Now I saw the market around here, and I cannot enter the market from here with this 4 hours time frame. So what I now did, I now went back to, I went first of all to 1 hour. You can see 1 hour now. If you see 1 hour now, see our break of structure. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
I'm coming. I want to check something. Hold on. There's a tool I wanted. I don't know where that tool is. I'm coming on. Okay, you can see my screen now. Can you see my
Yeah,
screen now?
yes, I
Good.
can see your screen.
Okay, good. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. You see, in this 1 hour time frame now, you know, in 4 hours, this is 4 hours. I think I've made close to 100%. Let me close this trade. It's still running. Oh. Trade is still running. Okay, you can see these 4 hours now. You see that we cannot trade this market like this. Anything you want to do here will be guesswork. Because you cannot just assume that, okay, it's coming down, let me just jump enter like this. You can be wrong. So what I now did, I now came to 1 hour. This is 1 hour. Now 1 hour is now showing me something. It's showing me something. You see this place? Sorry, you know, I'm new here. I'm just trying to learn how to use all these tools. Okay, you see this place? You see this place now? You know, this thing is like a break of structure. You see this place like this? You see the way the market came? You see this place now? You see the market is coming like this. It now went like this. It's coming like this. You know, this thing is our break of structure. Say you know, those of us that have gone through the class. Now, what I now did was, as I came to 1 hour time frame now, I can now see that there is a structure here. So I waited for it to break the structure. Now, if you even come back, let's go back a little to 30 minutes. This is 30 minutes time frame now. You can see 30 minutes is even clearer. You understand what I'm saying? You can see the 30 minutes is clearer. So the market went up. The market went up like this. Came down. The reason why I put this trend line is to guide me. It came down. It now came up to this place. Sorry. Don't worry, I will perfect all this thing very soon. Madam Ifoma that taught me this thing, oh, please let me clap for her. Okay. Now, so I now waited. You see the something. Sorry. It came like this, came like this. I now waited for it to break. You can see the retracement now. This was where I now took my entry. It now started coming down. You can see it. So that was how I did this analysis here. So it now started coming down. So the moment the something, you see my tool, my short tool, you can see it. So I put it. So I now waited for the market to come to this place. It now touched it and it started coming down. And since then it has been coming. I think the last time I checked it was around 70-something%. Now, if you look at this now, I've already seen where this market is going. I've seen where this market is going. Now, if you come to 4 hours now, this is 4 hours time frame. Good. You see this for 4 hours now. It's very, very clear. You can see there is an order block here. You can see this place. There's an order block here. Don't worry, maybe later when we have more time, we'll talk about order block and all those demand zone and what have you. You see this place. So to me, the market is coming. Sorry. So to me, the market is coming from that high to this place. And where I saw the market was around half of it. So I'm anticipating and projecting that the market will get to this place. So like what I was explaining before, no matter what this market is doing, I am not bothered. I'm waiting for it to get to this place. Let me even remove this thing. I'm waiting for the market to get to this place. You can see it. This trade is still on, oh. It's still on like this. So I'm waiting for the market to get to that end. That's why I draw my, let me come to that 1 hour. Try to be very clear. Good. That's why I drew my short two. You can see it. So I will now wait for it to come to this place. So let us say, for instance, now it has come. You can see this trend line now. If you see, this market is like something wants to happen from what I'm seeing. If you see this trend line now, you can see there is a touch here. There's a touch here. There's a touch here. There's a touch here. There's another touch here. So this is around 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. So with those 4 touches now, anything can happen. If you look at this market, it's like it wants to break. That's the reason why I put this trend line. It's like it wants to break this trend line. But I'm still watching it. As I'm talking to you now, I've already locked 50% because I know that from my calculation, I will show you people how to calculate the leverage and your from my calculation. This trade cannot give me more than 155%. All this thing is doing is not more than 155%. So if I see 100% here or 120%, I can even take it and leave. And the reason why this market cannot give me more than 150% is because the leverage is not more than 5x. Let me show you what I'm saying. Let me open my Bybit. This is my Bybit now. Okay, it has even knocked me out. I'm in the second trade. I think I lost 50%. I'm out of that trade. You can see IOTA. You can see it up there. I think I got, because I just used only $5 to trade this market. Only $5 I use. You can see now that 50% I locked. It has knocked me out. I got $2.4 here. I got $2.4 there. So it has gone out. But I've already calculated that what I'm getting here is around 150%. Now, if you look at that, I want to show you something. Like this trade I'm on now, this higher USDT. Look at this leverage. You can see it's not more than 5x. There are some coin that their leverage is not more than 5. Some are 75 maximum. Some are 50. So this one, if I think that one that knocked me is around 12.5 or 25. That is the highest. Now, if you look now, I just put small money here. I kept some other money somewhere. I just put that small money. And what I used to run this trade is just $5. Even this one that is running is only $5 I put there or thereabout. Now let's go back to this place. Now this is the trading view now. So if you look at this one now, you can see that with what is happening here, any moment from now, this thing can break out because it has touched this place more than 2 or 3 times. It has touched it more than 2 or 3 times. So in a nutshell, before you take any trade, just make sure you are able to determine where your entry price is, your stop loss, and your take profit. And if you open a trade, let me just say this before I go. If you want to take a trade, let me show you something. You see this place? Sorry. You see this place? This is your entry. Your stop loss. This is your take profit. Now, for you to calculate your leverage, because most people now, they don't know whether to use 5x leverage, 10x leverage, 50x leverage. This is how you calculate it. For instance, now, you see this place now, this place, this is your entry. It is 0.5721. $0.5721. That's your entry. Now, the stop loss, you know, this stop loss, this place, for me, this stop loss is, I've already determined it before now. Let me show you. You can see that when I was drawing where to enter, this live analysis, you can see this, you know, from year to year is the impulse move. From year to year, this is the impulse move. I hope you remember when Mr. Sweet was teaching us. Then here is the retracement. Now, when this thing was coming down, it now got to this place, started retracing. When it now started retracing, it started coming down. It now came down. When it now came down to this place, you know, when Mr. Sweet was teaching us, he showed us how to draw our rectangle. Sorry. Which is this rectangle I drew here. And he told us, for you to draw your rectangle, the last candle that formed before the market retrace, that's where you put your rectangle. This is my rectangle. This one. So you can see it. Now, see, I was able to draw the rectangle. Let me remove this one. Okay, this was where I entered the market. Good. So as I drew the rectangle, I now put my entry price here. I put my entry price here. You can see it. At the end of that candle, that last candle at the end, that's where I put my stop loss. You can see it. Now, what I now do for me to get my leverage, I now go to my calculator. I now go to my calculator. First of all, I'll look at this, my stop loss is around 0.57. Okay, let me show you something again. You see that the end of that last candle, you see one rectangle, I now put my stop loss above it. You can see where I put my stop loss. The reason why I put my stop loss above it very well, because the leverage I want to use, it will not be much based on this coin. Now, this is where I now put my stop loss. Here, which is 0.585788. Now let's go back to my calculator. You know, the entry price is 0.5721. You will now minus it by your stop loss, 0.05788. I hope you are following me. I want to show you how you can calculate your leverage. Your entry price minus your stop loss, whatever it gives you, you now divide it by that entry price, which is 0.05721. So when you divide it, you now times it by 100. So what I have is 1.1. That means this trade will move against me 1.1% before it will knock me out. Now I want to use leverage. Now, if I want to trade this market, let us assume that this coin has up to maybe 100%, 100x leverage. So I can now say times, let us say I want to use the whole of that $5 I'm using, times 100. You can see, that means I will be losing 117%, but it's too much. So I can now decide to use 90x leverage, which is 105. Let me stick on that. I want it to be within that 100%. I can use 80 leverage, or I can use 85x leverage. You can see with 85x now, that means my stop loss, entry point to the stop loss is 99%. 99. So if the trade move against me 99%, I will lose only that $5. Now, but that particular coin, let me show you. That particular coin is IOTA USDT. Good. So if you open here, you can see the highest leverage is just 25x. It's just 25x. So I cannot use beyond 25x. So let's go back to my calculator now. That means what I can use here is just 25x. So what this trade now, if it goes against me, I can only lose 29.2% of the money I used to trade. But this bill, it has up to like 50x, 60x, 70x, 80x. I can use 80x. That is why sometimes when I post my result, you'll be seeing 50x. I didn't just wake up one day and say I want to use 50. I've done my calculation. If 50x is giving me 100%, because what I normally do, if it is $5 I want to use, I normally put it in such a way that let it be 100% of that $5. So if the market goes against me 100%, I will only lose that $5. But if that market goes in my favor, if it goes in my favor 300%, that means I will get 100% times 3. But in this case now, the highest percentage I can lose here is 29.2%. So let us assume that this market now, I say the highest I calculated is 155%. 155%, that is 1.5. So it will now give me this 29. Can give me 29% times. So if I want to, the money I can make here, highest, if that rate go in my favor, I will just make 43%. No, I will make 1.5%, sorry. So that means my $5 plus another 2.5 $2.5. So if that trade has gone to my favor, I would have made $7.5 extra. But you cannot see that I locked only 50%. That's why you are seeing around 2 point something percent in that my Bible when I showed you. I hope you understand. This is how you calculate your leverage. Anyway, there will be room for question and answer. I will throw more light. So that's how you calculate your leverage. Like a coin like BTC now. Let's go to BTC. Let me show you something. BTC. You see BTC. BTC have up to 100x. And you see this 100x, the rate at which that IOTA coin is moving is different from BTC, because BTC is a high cap coin. The market cap of BTC is in trillions. But that one is not, I don't think it's up to 1 billion if I'm not mistaken. So for BTC now you can have 100x. So if I didn't mean it was BTC I wanted to trade, I would have been using something like 85x. So when you see me now post my profit and you are seeing 85x leverage, they say, this man is taking risk. How can he be using 85x? Some people get mine though. No, it's not that some people have mine. I've already done my calculation. That 85x I'm using to trade is within that 100% of that particular amount. And the reason why I decided not to put too much amount in this account, I have several accounts. So this is not the only one I use. I have in Bybit, I have in Mercy. The reason why I put it is so that I can discipline myself. You know, there is a way you make 500% profit. You are seeing plenty dollars there. You can be tempted. Make I just use $100 trade now. Let me just use 200. You can be tempted. So I remove it. So as I'm making my profit, you will remove it from there and put it. And this $20 you are seeing here, I've already streamlined it in such a way that this $20, I've divided it into, I think about 4 or 5 places. I just put it like that. So I've told myself if I want to trade, I'm not using more than $5. So even though if I use $5 to trade and I see 500%, I will not be carried away. Say, hey, I did thing I know that $1,000 in the other account, maybe I would have used it. No, I will not. I will not be tempted. So you must be able to discipline yourself for a particular amount you are using to trade. So maybe during the question and answer, I can still answer more questions about how to calculate more. I think for now, this is what I have. I don't know whether there's any question. You can feel very, very free. We are one. This one I'm just doing. I'm just privileged. I think there are so many professors in that trader cycle. So many professors. My God, the food there. It's just that I'm privileged to be sharing all these things. I'm not teaching anybody. Me, I cannot teach you. I never reach to teach anybody. Me too. I'm just managing myself, struggling. It's just that God has helped me with all my efforts. Is counting out. But from what I'm seeing, I'm recovering very, very fast. I'm not yet recovered 100%. Just know that one. I'm not recovered 100%, but I'm really recovering with this setup and the skill that God has helped me to understand. I'm telling you, it's really helping me. I think that's where I will stop for now. There are so much to say, but I think with this one I've said now, I'm able to pass in some information. Thank you.
You've done more than enough. Like, we are so. Please, can we appreciate him in the comment section? Can we appreciate him? I learned a lot today. I learned a lot today. The thing about being a trader is that everybody has their own strategy. You know, what works for him may be different from what works for you. So we're all here to rub minds together, basically. Let us appreciate Pastor Job. You did an excellent job today, considering the fact that this is your first time teaching online.
Thank you.
That means you become a professional. You're already
Thank
a pro.
you. Thank you. I really
He's
appreciate
already a pro. He's already a pro. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
So I tried that.
This our trader cycle will be once in a week, every Tuesday. We are hoping to have other trainers too, but please, you also come back again. Just know that you are coming back again very, very soon.
Thank you.
So I believe we have lots of we have lots of questions. Yeah, the video is recorded. We have lots of. So if you have any question, we still are going to do 1 hour. This is 1 hour 30 minutes already. So if you have any question, please raise up your hand so we can answer. We can ask. Promise. Please unmute anybody who raises up their hand. So if your hands are raised, my admin will unmute you so you can ask your question. Thank you so much, Pastor Job. Tell him
Thank
how
you.
much we love him, we appreciate him.
Thank you. I hope
know
I
for some
tried.
people, let's be having this class every day, but it's not possible. It's once a week. It cannot be possible every day. I know, I can read your mind. Please say I'm reading your mind. So I'm using his own word. I can read your mind.
Thank you.
Yes, the classes will be every week. So if you have any question, raise up your hands and be made a co-host so you can speak. Promise, we have 7 people whose hands are up. Please unmute them so they can ask their questions. Let's round up this in the next 30 minutes. Tinyere Julius, please go ahead and speak.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Please, my question is on the leverage calculation. I want him to throw more light on it. It's not all that clear. I didn't understand it well.
Okay. Should they ask or I should be answering as they're asking?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. Madam Informa, should I answer or everybody should ask? Then I will not take.
You said I would do all the asking,
No,
Now
what
you.
I'm saying, as they're asking, I should be answering, or they
Yes,
should all of
please.
them. Okay, no problem.
Yes,
Now
please.
let me explain this one, this leverage calculation, because this is where so many people are having it very, very wrong, and this is where most people they have blown their account. Now, if you want to take a trade, let me explain it very slow. Number one, you have determined your entry based on your technical analysis, and you have also determined your stop loss. So this is what you do. From the calculation we had, the entry was 0.05721 in that trade. Our stop loss, you minus it 0.05788. Now, whatever thing you now get here, you now divide it by the entry price, which is 0.05721. You must have crammed it somewhere, write it somewhere. It's giving you minus 0.05720. That's your entry. This is what you have. For every trade you are entering, the highest is 100%. If you are calculating in percentage, it's 100. You now times it by 100. When you times it by 100, you have 1.1. So the leverage you want to use now, from this 1.1 now, if you want to use 10x, if you want to use 5x leverage times 5, this is 5x leverage. That means your stop loss will be 5.8%. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Your stop loss will be 5.8%.
Okay.
Please, everybody that raised their hands, you have all been made a host. So as soon as he's done answering
$10
you,
to trade, for instance,
the next person can
and you want to use that. Okay, now let us say you want to use the whole of that, your $10. You now say times 100. You can see you're having 117.11. So that means if the trade goes against you, what you are losing is 117%. which is more than your 100%. So you can now decide to reduce it to maybe 85. If I'm using 85x to trade now, that means I'm losing 99.5%. So what you now do, you now go and put, if you want to enter the trade now, you just go to you come to your Bybit, for instance. Your Bybit here, you now come. I did not talk about cross margin. Maybe next time. There is difference between cross margin and isolated margin. I will talk on that one later, maybe when we have another opportunity. Then you now come here and select. If I'm using 85x leverage, you now come under this customize. You now type 85. When you type 85, you click OK. You can see that this thing has changed to 85x. So it is this 85x now you now use to trade. For instance, now, when you now put this 85x, let me say I want to take a limit order. I
I
hope you
don't think
understand
you are
what.
sharing your screen, oh, Mr. Joe, Pastor
Okay,
Joe.
sorry. Okay, you can see my screen now.
Yes.
I'm coming now. I'm trying to charge my phone. Okay. Let's come back now. From the example I gave, you can see the calculator now. Okay. The entry price is 0.05721 minus 0.05788. This is my entry price. This is my stop loss. You now divide it by the entry price, 0.05721. You now have this one. You now times it by 100 because percentage is in 100 times 100. You are getting 1.17. So any leverage you want to use, let us assume you want to use 20x. You times this one by 20x. So if you are using 20x, that means you are only risking 23.4% of that money you are using to trade. Now, for a coin like BTC now that have a very big leverage, you can use up to 85. For instance, now if I decide that my $10 I'm using to trade or $5, I want to use everything, that is the 100% of that my $5. I can now come here and keep timesing. From my calculation now, 85x will give me 99.5%. So when I have this 99.5%, which is 85x, I will now come to my Bybit here. BTC now has a very big leverage. You can see BTC have from 1 to 100x. So you now come to the customize and type 85, because I've already done my calculation that 85x will be 100% of my position, my margin I want to use to trade. So I'll now come and type 85%. When I type 85%, when you come back to your Bybit, now you can now see that you now have 85x. And mind you, when you are using this kind of leverage and you are using 100% of your position, of your margin, don't use isolated margin. In fact, those of you that have really suffered in this crypto like me, that I lost a lot of money, when Mr. Sweet was teaching, that was what helped me. In fact, that was what scattered all those my limitations. Mr. Sweet said, if you want to start with a small capital. Maybe you don't have plenty. Because me, I don't want to go and touch other money. I just want to start small. He said, if you are trading with $1 or $2, use cross margin. You can put your stop loss 100%. Because at that point, you need fast money. You need to make a lot of money very, very fast. People that are using isolated margin are people that have plenty money in their account, their capital, plenty. Somebody that is trading with 1,000%. If that person just see only $1,000, sorry. Somebody that is trading $1,000. If that person just see only 50% of $1,000, that's how much? $500. It's okay. It's okay. Somebody that is putting $1,000 to trade will not be pursuing 500% profit or 1,000% profit. It is, if that person is pursuing it, you know that that person is already long in the game. He understands so many things that so many people don't understand. But for you now, you can just put, if it is that your $5 you want to use, and your $5, make sure you have like $100 so in your account for you to use $5 to trade. Don't be saying, what is $5 now? What will $5 do? You are not here to come and double your money. You want to learn something that when you grab it and you hold it, by the time you are putting $100,000 to trade, you are not shaking. So for now, I was telling somebody yesterday, you are learning this period. Forget about making money. Forget about anything profit. You are just learning. So by the time you now put this 85x, make sure you are using cross margin. Because one of the advantages of cross margin is this. Your cross margin, okay, for instance, this trade that I'm still on this trade now, you can see this place. I want to show you something. If you look at this place down, where they wrote the liquidation. Where is that my tube? I'm coming. I want to get that my tube again. I'm sorry, I want to get my tube. I'm coming. I'm trying to get my tube. I don't know whether to enter now. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Now, if you look at this my Bybit, you now see that the liquidation price, if you are using cross margin, your liquidation will be very, 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 very far. It can accommodate that your 100% stop loss that you are using. But if you are using isolated margin for, maybe you are using small money to trade and you now use isolated margin, the system will automatically calculate less than 100%. It may be giving your liquidation around 50 or 60. That is why some people, when they are trading, before even the trade get to their stop loss, they are already liquidated. They'll be wondering, how come that the thing just liquidate me and my stop loss never reach? It's because the leverage they are using is high and they are using isolated margin. So you'll be stopped out of that market because the system will consider, because isolated margin is trying to protect your capital, is trying to protect you so that the system will not chop all your money. But when you use cross margin, when you are using cross margin, your liquidation will be very, very far. You can see that this 85x now, this is exactly 100% of that my $5. So when you enter the trade, like I said when I was explaining, just allow the trade to run. Allow it to run. And for a trade like BTC with 85x, some other coin of maybe 10x, they can give you 200%, while BTC is still giving you like 10 or 20%. That is why I'm not too keen in trading BTC. The market cap is very large And before you will get anybody that want to trade BTC and you are using 10x or 20x to trade BTC, you will wait forever. For one full day, you may not even see 30%. That's why if you want to trade BTC, just from 50x, 70x, 100x, do your calculation the way I showed you, so that at least it will be within that 100%. I hope that's clear. Hello? Are you with me?
Definitely, we are here.
Okay. I hope it's clear though. My question, the answer I gave to that question.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please, the next person. Please unmute yourself. We've made, if you know you raised up your hand, we've made you a co-host. So unmute yourself.
Hello.
Success. Okay.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome.
My question
Good
is
afternoon.
regards to the leverage still. Is it possible for one to customize the leverage? Like, for example, maybe you're having maybe like 1 to 10 leverage. Can you customize it to the one you want, to the leverage you want?
I've already showed you now. By the time you do your calculation, and it is maybe a 7x leverage you want to use, you open that place in Bybit. If you know Bybit is showing, you will see, for instance, you see it is showing 1, 3, 5, 10, 25, 50, 100. If the leverage you want to use, maybe it is 35, for instance. You know, there is no 35 here. You go to this customize, click
Yes.
on it. Then you now type any amount of this thing you want.
Okay. Thank you.
You just go there and type, you click customize.
All right. Thank you.
Then here you now, any amount you want, you just clean it. If it is 30, and you know the leverage, how many X you want to use, it can be customized through that area.
All right. All right. Thank you.
All right, next person, please. Promise, who is speaking next?
Yes, I want to speak next, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, I want to ask, when you show us the time frame, the 1 hour, the 30 minutes, and 4 hours. For example, now for the 4 hour time frame, if there's a break of structure, but there's no retest at the 4 hour time frame, and the retest showed at 30 minutes, can we enter the trade at 30-minute time frame?
Yes. Now, let me explain. 4 hours, for a 4-hour candle to form, it takes 4 hours.
Yes.
And within 1 minute to 4 hours, a lot of activity has taken place.
Mm.
If you have
Okay.
established the 4-hour time frame that this is a downward trending market, you have established that the market is coming down.
Yes.
Good. And there is a break of structure in the 4 hours.
Yes.
And you are trying to wait for a retest. It has
Exactly.
not come. Go to a lower time frame, like 1 hour time frame or 30 minutes
Okay.
time frame. When you go to a 1 hour time frame and you now see a break of structure and something retest, you can enter. That place you are entering now, it will be following the market down. 4 hours have not started going back to retest.
Yes.
That place you enter in 1 hour or 30 minutes, by the time it gets to where 4 hours will reach, for you to start going up, you have already made 200 or 300%.
Okay.
So maybe it is 100% or 200% or 300%. It now got to, in that 4 hours, the 4 hours want to start going up now to go at the test. You just come out of the market and take your 200%. And the 4 hours is now going back to go at the test. You wait for it again. The moment the
Okay.
4 hours now retest in that place, you enter again and follow it, and that
Okay.
one can give you another 1000%.
Okay.
So that's the
Okay.
strategy. But if you are not comfortable with this explanation, just sit down with that 4 hours. We can wait for 2 or 3 days. But me, I don't have that kind of patience. Now I will just
I understand.
collect the one you want to collect. But provided you understand what you are doing.
I understand. Thank you.
Hello, is there any other person?
I think
Hello?
we have like two more persons or so.
Okay.
So I'm seeing people are still raising their hands. Hey God, though, I there go. This our class is meant to stay 1 hour. Okay, just ask your questions, brief. Pastor Joe, please just try and answer it sharp, so that
Okay, no
yeah.
problem.
All right, please the next person should go ahead. Promise who is speaking next? Promise who is speaking next? Please, if you know you raised your hand and you are a host, please unmute yourself. Every day na school, my sister. Mariam Shola. Mariam Shola. Mariam Shola. After Mariam, then Ujunwa Wobodo. If Mariam is not here, then Ujunwa. Chiso Mumako. Chiso Mumako, are you from Neri? That surname sounds very familiar. Please, these people we are calling out. If they're not there, let's move on to the next person. Mariam Shola, Ujunwa Wobodo, Chiso Mumako, Nzoputa Chuku, Nnamezie. If they are not here, then
Hello,
check.
good afternoon.
Yeah, good day.
Good afternoon. Sorry, I came in late, although I'm a bit confused, so I don't have any question.
Okay, no problem. Ujunwa, no problem. Chisomumaku, if you are
Thank
here,
you.
Nzọpụta Chukwu, Nnamezie. Then Mariam Shola, they're not here. Please, the other people that raised up their hands, make them a co-host. Okay, somebody is asking if you can talk more on time frame entry.
Okay, time frame.
Mm.
And like I said, when you determine the trend, the structure of the market in a 4 hour time frame, and you discover the market is coming down or going up, and you cannot find an entry in the 4 hours time frame, you can go to a lower time frame to go and get your entry. And in getting your entry, it must be in line with that particular time frame in your higher time frame of 4 hours or 1 day. So that's how you do it.
All right. Who is next? Oh, Miriam Modeling. We can just we can just type in your question. Oladejo or
Okay, let me be checking the message to see if there are questions
yes.
for me to
Yeah,
answer.
just type your questions in the message so that it will be easy for him to respond to you.
Somebody said his question has been answered by the Holy Spirit. Okay. Okay, somebody said talk more on time frame. I think I've explained that time frame. Okay. There are no more questions here. Okay, somebody is asking how to lock profit. For you to lock your profit, you use your stop loss. You adjust your stop loss. You adjust your stop loss. I think I'm still sharing my screen. I'm still sharing my screen. Let me show you how to adjust stop loss. Okay, for instance, now, are you hearing me? Hello? Hello, Madam Ifi. Promise, are you hearing me? Hello.
Yes, we are here. We
Okay,
can
now,
hear you.
if you want to adjust your stop loss, now you can see this trade that is running now. This trade is 1.2% profit. You come to this set TP and stop loss. This set TP and stop loss. You click on it. Now you can see your stop loss and you can see your take profit. Let us assume you have maybe like 50% profit running. You just come to this place. For this your take profit. You come here. Any percentage you want to lock. Let us say I want to lock 10%, for instance. I will type 10 here. The moment I type 10 in this take profit place, you can see it has showed me the 10% price, which is 0.0728. The reason why I put 10%, I want to get the price. But you are not going to click OK, or you not click confirm. The moment you cram it, 0.07208, you cancel it. Cancel it. Don't say OK. You will not go back there again. You will not come to your stop loss and cancel what is there. Cancel what is there. Now put 0.0708. Something like that. You know, see what I type now, 0.0708. You can see that it has changed from minus to 18 to around 18 point something percent. So in case you are in 50% profit, you just type, you've already typed the percentage up here to get the price. You now cancel it, don't click confirm. You now come down when you open it again. Clean that your stop loss of maybe 50 minus 50 or minus 100. You will now put the price you got from the take profit. That 10% you type, you now put it here. It will now be showing you the new percentage, maybe 10% or 20%. You will now click confirm. So you have already locked that 10 or 20%. So if the trade is now moving, now goes against you, now come to that 10%, it will knock you out, but with a profit. The same thing, if you're already in 100% profit, you don't want to go out of the market, you can lock 80%, you can lock 70% thereabout. So that's how it is. Is there any other question? Hello? Is there anybody there? Hello, Madam Ipoma, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Who is asking? Is there anybody still asking questions?
Please, I don't think we have any more questions.
Okay.
I don't think, can you run a live analysis on here this again? I don't think we can. Please, the general analyst, how do you put? Please, to trade the gainer and loser, how do we put our stop loss and take? I think you should go and watch the video to understand. Go and watch the training on how to spot coins. I think the last 3 or 4 trainings that Switch did, you understand better.
Yes.
Okay, somebody is asking what I don't understand what you said about cross margin and isolated margin.
Okay.
This second question you're asking about slippage and liquidity slip. I don't know. Okay, let's just have this one as the last question, please. Just explain what
Cross
stop
margin
loss,
and
cross and isolated margin. There are other
okay.
questions about multiple take profit and stop loss. You go and watch that recorded trainings. The last 2 or 3 trainings that switched in the course material channel is them. Then any other question when we come next week, they will be answered. These are already 2 hours. Pastor Joe, just answer this last question about cross and isolated margin so we can end the training. It's already 2 hours.
For cross margin is when you are using when you are using high leverage,
To break the same nínú
when you are using high leverage,
that place, you took us in that email.
are you hearing me? When you are
Yes.
using high leverage, for instance, and you want to use 100% of your margin of the money you are using to trade. For instance, now maybe you are using like $5 to trade, and that $5, your stop loss, you want it everything to go into that your stop loss. Use cross margin. So when you use cross margin, it will give the trade enough space to breathe. You will not be stopped out that's unexpectedly. So even though the market is going against you, it will go and retrace and start going your direction. But for isolated margin, when you are using isolated margin, the system will calculate your liquidity for you, your liquidity position for you. And when the system calculates that liquidity position, it's very, very close. For instance, now if you are using 100% of your this thing to trade, let us assume you are using $5. The system will give you liquidity for around 60 or 70%. And maybe your stop loss now, you now put it at 100%. The moment the market reaches 60 or 70%, it will knock you out. And when the system knocks you out at 60 or 70%, it will collect all those your $5, everything will go. So cross margin will give you more, especially for those people that are using not too much big money to trade. Use cross margin for now, so that you can use it to recoup your money very, very fast. Then when you now have enough, plenty money, when you want to trade, you can use isolated. Because when the money you are using to trade is big, a little profit you see like 50% or 100%, I've given you so much money. So that's how you do it. You can watch the video, you get more understanding.
All right, that's all. That is all. Thank you so much. Please appreciate him in the comment section. Tell him thank you. He has done justice. Basically, you won't even know it's his first time doing this kind of training online. We are grateful. Next week, Tuesday, is another day. So come in. We have lots of things to learn, and then watch the videos and then come with your questions. Thank you so much, Pastor Job. I mean,
Thank
you
you.
lack words, basically.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Please,
you.
Trader Cycle, go to the group and appreciate Pastor Job. Go to our WhatsApp group now and appreciate him. Tell him